Welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Manda. I am going to be using my tiny little Sentro, I don't know if it's an actual Sentro machine, and I'm going to be making a Pokeball headband. I'm going to be using an adult size, but this yarn runs just a little bit bigger, so we are going to be using a little less than the suggested route. I'm going to be using Joann's Big Twist in deep red, white, and black. So the things you'll need are crochet hook, this loom pick just in case, tapestry needle, scissor, some waste yarn, and one ripcord. You don't need more than one, just one. So I am going to start with my waste yarn, and let's go. We're gonna go cast on in a zigzag formation, okay, like always. So one. Now this waste yarn has been used so many times, it might be time to retire it. I have yet to do so, but I'm gonna keep using it until it tells me no. So time to add the waste yarn. I also have this little tension rod thing, and so I'm gonna close that here, and I always like medium tension, so I'm gonna use medium tension, and we are gonna go around a few times just until everything is looking good. Make sure everything is working properly. Make sure no stitches fall.
Go around one more time.
Okay, so we're gonna take this off here. Take this off the tensioner. Throw that in the middle. We're gonna use our ripcord. Now I am using red for the main color. So what we're gonna do with this ripcord is we're gonna start with the we're gonna use this for red, but we are gonna start on the white, if that makes sense, so that I don't mess up too much with my ripcord. Come on. There we go. All right. Gonna hold both pieces. Ooh, almost went too far. All right. Thankfully I didn't. All right, let's clear the board. We're gonna start with white, like I said. I put this in through the machine. Okay, make sure I grab it here. Make sure you hold both these pieces here. And I'm gonna grab a bit of a seam because I'm gonna need something to tie off at the end, so I'll just grab it now. That should be enough to go around the whole headband. All right, and now we're gonna do 35. Last row. There we go. Now you're gonna snip it here. Okay, so we're done with white. And now we're gonna put that in there. And we are gonna grab the black. It's a little hard for me to do. This is brand new. This little, all right. Push the white under. And now we are gonna go 14 for this. So I am going, so 35 plus 14, we should get to row 49 on this machine. So we're gonna go a little bit, we're gonna tighten, tie, and we might be even able to tuck in a second. Let's just pull this out of the machine. You can't roll it too much, just roll it a little bit just so that the edges don't get caught on the bottom. All right, so we're going to 49, so just 14 of the black. Okay, we're gonna snip it here. We're gonna take this, throw it in, and now we're gonna grab our red. And now we are going to do 35 of this red. So you should have a total of 84 rows. I know they suggest 90, but I don't like how loose my thing fits, and I know they just get looser over time. So I'm starting off with slightly tighter thing. All right, so tie, tighten, tie, and tuck again. All right, so let's go to 84 on this machine. Okay, we're gonna cut it here. And now we are going to do a yellow. I probably didn't cut enough. Probably should cut enough of this color, but I did cut more of the, leave a lot of the white. So hopefully I don't regret that decision. And now let's put this yellow in here. Hold these two together. And we're just gonna go for a little bit. I'm gonna tie it. I know I don't need to, but I'm gonna tie it just loosely because I like to know that the string is secure a little bit. All right, let's go a little bit with this waste yarn so we have room for tying on. And now I'm gonna let it fall off the machine. Okay. And we are done with the machine. Oh no, we are not. We need to make one more thing on this machine. So we have to start with not waste yarn. Now we're going to be doing the ball part. So we're gonna go here and leave a little bit of room, back and forth, our normal start on, catch it there, catch it there, and now let's reset the timer. We are doing 7 rows of white, guys. 7 rows of white. now we just gotta wait for that black to come up. There it is. We're gonna snip this. And we're gonna grab our black again. Okay. And now we are going to grab, I like to tighten the white a little, then I'll come back and tighten the black. Tighten, tie, and there's not enough to tuck, so tighten and tie. We are gonna go 13 rounds, so until this says 20. All right, so let's go with black until this is at 20. There it is. And we're gonna leave a little bit of a tail because this time we are going in and we're catching all our stitches. So feed that pin in through here. I can take this out. I don't need this anymore. I can open this, take this out, and now we are gonna run the machine one full rotation almost. Okay, and now let's catch our stitches. One, sorry about hitting the camera. I always hold on just in case I don't want my stitches to drop while picking up the next one. Stretch it out. Okay, and you are gonna pull this side. Make sure you tie this off. And then a third time really tight is what I like to do for good measure. I'm gonna leave this in as fluffing. You can cut it out if you want. All right, and then I'm gonna pull this side as well. Okay. Okay, thread this through, and now I'm gonna go all around it one whole time. So I'm going to go all around to make this hole smaller. See? Tighten again, and now that hole should be closed. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stick it through the middle, turn it inside out a little bit. Probably shouldn't close the black. I'll open up the black a little bit. I'm gonna just stick this inside out while I'm working on the white. And I'm going to tie off. So create a hole. Tie off. I'm gonna do it again somewhere else. And tie off. One last time. Okay. So you're good to cut this if you want, or leave it if you want. I just like to leave it for extra fluffing so that the ball could be a little fluffed out. All right. So now let's close up the black. We kind of want it flat like this, right? Okay. And let's, you know, you're going to be harder to see, but same thing we did with the white side, we are going to close it off. Let's stick that through, grab all the ends, and close it off. Now do not cut this black. You need this black string. You can tie off at the end, but you're gonna need this black string. So do not, I repeat, do not cut it off. You're gonna need it. Okay. That should be good. And now I am going to create a knot on the inside. You're not going to see this knot, so I'm just going to place it anywhere, because this is going to be underneath. But I want to secure this. I'm going to do it one more time. You're probably not going to see it regardless because of the placement of it all, but okay. So I've now secured it, and it should look like that. And that's what you want, okay? Now let's put that to the side, keep the long tail, and now let's finish off this side. So I'm gonna turn it inside out. So I like to secure the string on the inside. And we should, so it doesn't fall apart. So stretch that way, stretch this way to set those knits. Stretch, 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 stretch. Okay, now let's start with the white and black. Tie it not too tight, and then the third one you're gonna tie real tight. Okay. Same thing for this one. You're gonna pull it a little bit, tie the second one tight, not too tight, and the third one you're gonna tie real tight so it doesn't fall off. And these ones I am gonna cut because I don't want the red to show through on the white side. See how that's long? So I am gonna cut it a bit right around here, and same thing with this. I am gonna cut it right around here. Okay, and now the pieces shouldn't show through on the other side. Put that to the side. All right, now let's flip it back over. Okay, we have this one coming loose. So let's tighten these knits. We're gonna close this, and then close them together. I like to do it separate so I know they're closed. Now, what I always do Just loosen that tie, so now the red is no longer tied to the white. You can count if you want. This is a 22-pin machine, so you can count to the 11. I usually eyeball it. That can be good or a bad thing if you want. You can count it or you can eyeball it like I do. You're gonna grab the white stitches on each side, and with your crochet hook, make sure you don't grab the other one. You see how I had the red in my hands? Make sure it's only the white and grab it through. And then you're gonna keep going around and grabbing it through. Okay, and now you could use the ripcord, pull on the same side you started. That's off, and the rest of it should be off. Fall right off. We'll deal with that later and rewind it. So you should have something that looks like this. Now we're gonna do the same thing to the opposite side. Okay? Find the start. That's here, over here. This is the side. And we're gonna do the same thing. Pull it through and rip this out. We'll see you back in a sec. Okay, so now we have both the ends closed and sewn down, and look at how pretty. Let's take this big old yarn tail we have going on here and put the thread through. Obviously, if you want to have the red one, you can have the red one. I started with the white because of my my yarn colors. All right, so I am going to try to follow the lines here, try to match them up here and follow them here. So I'm gonna grab these two here and tie that up here. Perfect. And then grab these two lines here and pull them in. That way I'm always catching two V stitches. And then these next two V stitches. And just continue on like that until you get to the end. I'm not sure if this is how you join it. This is how I'm joining it. Remember, one of these sides is not going to be seen, so you don't have to worry too much about it being seen. And then we're gonna fasten this off as well on the inside, but it should be looking like that. You see, you barely see it once you get the right V stitches together. So just keep going along, grabbing the V stitch and then grabbing the next set of stitches, V stitches here. All right. Okay, I've gotten to the end. I've pulled it in, and now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take it to the last stitch, and we're gonna run the yarn all the way kind of through the middle section and then pull. And now you should get a nice little edge right there. Okay, we're gonna do the same thing to the other side, but let's tie this one off at the end. So we're gonna keep going all the way through, all the way to where our start side was. Grab this end here, and we're gonna do a knot. One more knot. Okay, and now, oops, let's finish that knot. Okay, perfect. And now we're gonna weave this end in the middle of both. Take it and make sure you cut that and then pull, and now you see the piece is gone. All right, we are gonna weave in our other end as well. And done. All right. So now let's flip this over. And that's how the ends look on these sides. I like this side for the outside and this side for the inside. And now we are on the last stages of this pattern. And it's time to put the Pokeball on top. So we're gonna put the Pokeball right here in the center. I'm gonna weave this end through. Okay. And I'm gonna start it right in the center. I'm gonna make sure I put it all the way through, just so it doesn't move a lot. Okay. I'm gonna go in between the fabric to the top of the ball and then grab the end. Okay, make sure you are flattening it how you want it to lay before you do the rest of this. So I kind of like that right there, right? Move it a little bit over actually, and there you go. All right, and now we're gonna sew along the edges all the way around. And anytime I get to the other side, I'm gonna weave in the end and do it through the middle so you don't see all the lines where the yarn got sewed in. Hopefully this is enough black. But see, you're not seeing the black go through. Okay, so just go all around the edge and then you should be done. We'll come back when this is done. Okay, and we are done. So this is your Pokeball headband. I might do it another way that I'm thinking about. This I also put it on and it looks like it could be used as like a doctor thing if you just did all white and just this little black circle thing for like a Halloween costume. But I think this is cute. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Happy knitting. Bye.